Hey, yo, check this, right? Real quick disclaimer. If you're the type of person that'll call your friend, say you call your friend like, yo, listen, I'm in a jam. Can I please borrow $20 into the 10th? Just let me borrow $20 into the 10th. And then your friend call you like on the 20th and you get an attitude like, yo, why did you sweat me for this little $20? It wasn't little $20 when I let you borrow it. This video's probably not for you. And last but not least, if you're the type of guy that like bet on Golden State tonight and then tomorrow when you find out that they lose, you ain't got the bread and you telling your man like, no, we ain't shake on it, it wasn't a deal, it only count if we shook on it, even though you verbally agreed to bet on Golden State but you knew they was going to lose because Drake was getting the Aisha Curry, this video is probably not for you. Let's go.
DJ Bandana.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, Mr. Hashtag I am Buffalo. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all the dope videos that's to come. If you've been rocking with me for a while, or even if you only checked out one of my videos in the past, you already know you're part of the fam. Heavy shouts out to the Bandana fam. So I'm going to let you know right up front, before you hop in my comments, I'm going to let you know right up front. If you don't know who either of these guys are on this picture, chances are this video may not be for you, but if you're an artist or if you know an artist or if you know anybody in music, I'm going to drop some gems in this video. Today on YouTube, I'm not going to say news has been kind of negative, but news has been kind of negative. So I'm going to give you a negative situation, but I'm going to give you some positive gems that you can actually apply to your situation if you're an artist or if you know an artist like that too. So like I said, I'm letting you know right up front, so don't get in my comments, who is these people? They not rappers. I don't just do hip hop. Like I don't just do news. Like I said in every video, I'm not a journalist. This is not a news channel. I'm just a DJ from the east side of Buffalo who makes videos on things that interest me. And I follow these type of people who do just regularly vlogs. I watch cooking videos on YouTube. I watch bird watching. I watch how-to videos. I watch everything, gaming and all that. So long story short, and I'm going to show you how this applies to a 360 deal on YouTube, right? So the guy named Tfu in the picture, right? He was a gamer, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm not trying to make this video long either, and I want to get all this information out. So just work with me. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in what I'm saying. Tfu was a gamer. And he had like a little bit of a following. He's a pretty good gamer. The guy Faze runs FazeClan. And by the way, let me just say this up front. All of this is allegedly. This video, we definitely saying allegedly because pretty much everybody that we talking about now is millionaires and I can't afford no lawsuit. Like allegedly, okay? Now, I might title this video allegedly. But anyways, Tfu was a gamer. Faze was a bigger gamer, bigger like brand like that too. Long story short, he seen Tfu doing his thing. He offered for him to come sign to his group, which is FazeClan. To explain it to you, it would be something like, it's like, say if you're an independent artist, right? Say you're an independent artist, you got a SoundCloud page and you get maybe 4,000 or 5,000 views a week. And then a major label tells you, we want to sign you to our label and we can probably get you about 1 million views a day. So that would be something that you want to do, right? So that's your choice to do it. So long story short, Faze sent the contract to Tfu, flew him out. They had a good time. He was fully aware of what he was getting himself into. But at the time, he was basically a nobody. When I say nobody, I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just mean on a greater scale of things as far as views, followers, different like that too. He was nowhere in comparison to Faze. So they signed him to a deal. Now, mind you, he signed this contract. He agreed to do this contract. So they signed him to a deal. Once they signed him to a deal, they basically put the machine behind him and they just pushed him real heavy online. So he started getting millions and millions of views to the point where he started to overshadow the master. For any of you guys who maybe read the book, The First 48 Laws of Power, and if you're a regular to this channel, you probably have read the first 48 Laws of Power. So boom, we're right at about the 3 or 4 minute mark. So I'm going to explain to you how this relates to a 360 deal and give you kind of an insight and a gem on how this works, right? So I'm going to give you an example. This is for the normal people that be on my channel who may not know who these guys is. I'm going to break it down in our terms, right? Say you hustling Reggie, right? Say you hustling Reggie, you hustling apes of Reggie, right? And you probably pulling in maybe $300 a week. Your apes Reggie, you got a 2-block radius. That's all you. You run them 2 blocks. You making about $300 a week on your Reggie, right? So then somebody pulls up on you like, yo, fam, I see you doing your thing with your Reggie and all that, man. I see you doing real good out here, but I got some loud, I got some gas, I got some gelato, I got some Gorilla Glue Stick, Mambo Wambo, whatever y'all be saying. I don't smoke, but whatever y'all be calling the good stuff. Anyways, so you're like, listen, I can give you the good stuff, right? So you making 100% of the 300 a week that you're making in these 2 blocks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend your 2 blocks to the whole city. So you're gonna have the whole city, and I'm gonna give you some loud, I'm gonna give you some gas, but I'm gonna need about 50, 60% of everything. Now you got a choice. You can continue to make the 300 a week, 100% of the 300 a week, or you can go mess with down there the plug, little El Chapo Jr., and be making $30,000, $40,000 a month throughout the whole city doing your own thing. So that would be the equivalent of the deal that they were doing, just in our terms. I had to break it down an example. Okay, so let me carry on. So Tfu winds up blowing up, and he started realizing like, yo, I have to give them a lot of money per this contract. Now allegedly, Faze Banks is saying like we never actually collected any money from him, even though we gave him brand deals, different stuff like that too. We haven't collected any money. We actually only collected about 60,000. Now, mind you, he's worth probably 100 times more than, probably 1,000,000 times more than 60,000. Probably not 1,000,000, but a couple thousand. But he's worth a couple million, anyways. And we haven't really collected anything, so they try to keep him happy allegedly and say, listen, we'll renegotiate your contract. My bad, I'm trying to hurry up. Renegotiate your contract, and we just want to make you happy. And he's already damn near bigger than the person that he's signing to at this point. So he's like, nah, I kind of want to just do my own thing. I want out my contract. So what does he do? This ungrateful Tfu, what does he do? He goes public because he knows if he puts it on YouTube and he puts it out there like he's getting done wrong, since he has more followers and all that, that's going to look bad for Faze Banks. So it puts him in a lose-lose situation because he has to not look bad because he can lose his following and let Tfu go, even though he invests a lot of time and money into him. Or he can keep him on the contract and lose a bunch of money and still lose the followers. Grimy business. The reason why I say this is sort of like a 360 deal, because this is what labels do. When they sign him to the FazeClan, Faze Banks like that too, they basically say, okay, we want a percentage of all your YouTube, we want a percentage of all your Twitch, we want a percentage of all your merchandise, brand deals, different things like that too. So you're probably thinking right now, like, oh, that's bad. That's what labels do. They just trying to, man, that's what they do, man. They're trying to keep us down, trying to get all of our money, get all of our pockets. No, they're not. There's a reason behind it. I'm about to explain it to you why a 360 deal actually can be good for you. Now, hold up on the comments. Just listen to what I'm saying. 360 deal can be good for you. You know why it was good? Prime example, Tfu. Look at him. Like I said, didn't have that many followers, probably like no brand deals, anything like that. Once you sign with a bigger label that's going to get you money, it's not always bad to have a 360 deal, because although they do get a percentage of everything that you do, that means they're going to push for you to get those things. They're going to push for you to get a brand deal. If you're an artist, they're going to push for you to be inside of a commercial. They're going to push for you to get these features, for you to make more money, for them to make more money. That's how a 360 deal works. It's not just, oh, we signed you to this deal, we're not putting no money in you, you just do your own thing and give us your money. If that was the case, you shouldn't sign in the first place. So the reason why this is wrong on, and this is just my opinion, wrong on Tfu's end, is because it's kind of ungrateful. Like, they didn't have to. Look at Diddy. Diddy make you sign one contract and you follow on that forever, pretty much. They didn't have to renegotiate it. And to the point of, Faze Banks was to the point where, like, listen, you're so big right now, I love you so much like a brother, whatever like that, that I'm willing to, we're not going to take any percentages. All we need you to do is basically, like, just rep the team, just rep Faze Banks. That would be the equivalent of 50 Cent telling Young Buck, well, prior to the whole little situation like that, it's like 50 Cent telling Young Buck, like, yo, listen, you can have 100% of everything you make. All you got to do is keep screaming G-Unit. Just keep screaming that out, and you can have everything. We just want you to rep the team. That's a win-win situation. But if it's to the point where Young Buck is bigger than 50 Cent, and he's like, nah, I don't want any of that. Like, just let me out of everything or whatever. So that's pretty much what he did. I wanted to share that with you guys just so you have a little bit of insight on how a 360 deal works. And it happens on YouTube too. Like, you can be a YouTuber and be signed to a 360 deal. A lot of your favorite YouTubers are signed to like sort of this type of 360 deal. And I'm talking about some of the urban ones too. Some of your favorite urban YouTubers. Not me though. I ain't going for that. Unless they got that check. Yo, listen, you got 100,000. Like, if you can cash at me 100,000 right now, I'll sign a 10-year deal. I'm just playing. No homie to that, allegedly. But anyways, I want y'all to hop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this. Let me know how you feel about a 360 deal too. Because like I said, I've been in this industry about 14 years, have relationships with all the labels, and all the time, just because you hear big artists talking about 360 deals wrong, don't sign it, that's slavery, da-da-da. Okay, cool. Don't sign a deal and make 100% of $300 for the next 10 years, or sign a deal and make 40 to 50 to 60% of 30 million. You never know. Like, it's your choice. But Same thing with Tfu. It was his choice to sign that contract, so I think that he's wrong. I think he's wrong for going public, too. One of the reason why I think that he did it, too, though, is if you follow these guys, you know what I'm talking about. So FaZe did an interview, and in that interview, this is something that struck me out. Y'all might not have caught this. He was saying that there's one thing that he would never let out about Tfu that both of them know that would hurt both of them if they ever went public with it. Only thing I can think about that would be that bad, just judging by like their body language, the words that they're using when they're saying that, because he already done said a bunch of other crazy stuff about him and rumors about him suing him and all that. So if he's saying it's something, he said it was something real intimate. They were real intimate, and it was something that both of them didn't want to get out. So I'm not saying, but I'm saying, check out that Young Buck video that I did. But anyways, y'all hop in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about this. Like I said, this one probably won't get a whole bunch of views because a lot of you guys probably don't know who these guys is. But like I said, today on YouTube has been a lot of negative news. So I figured this is a negative story kind of, but it has a positive swing on it. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram at DJ Bandana Black. Yo, I'm out. I'm tired.
DJ Bandana.